Hey, what's happening, guys? Just want to send you a quick video. We're going to teach real quick about contacting property managers for referral partners. So, one of the first things that you need to know about this strategy in gaining more referrals is it's all about just reaching out and making people aware. If people don't know about your business, they will not do business with you. People do business with people they know. So, the first tip is literally as simple as go onto your search engine, Google, just type in apartment complexes near blank wherever your area that you're targeting. It's going to pop up. The top part's going to be the Google Maps section, and it'll have the businesses. Click the See More, and it'll have a whole list over on the left side of your desktop. And just start from the top and click one. It'll have a phone number, and it'll have the property information. Just go ahead and call it. And the way that phone call goes is very simple. So if I call the park at Newtown Community, I just made that up. But if I call the park, then they'll say, "Hi, this is the park at Newtown Community. This is Lucy. How may I help you?" Well, I'm going to start off with, "Hi, my name is Winston Davis. I just wanted to reach out and talk to somebody about vendors and partnerships. Is that something you can help me with?" So, side note, you want to ask about vendors and partners because that's what you would technically, that's your category. So just ask about vendors. They'll know what you're talking about, and, third-party people. And they will either direct you to, because the person that's going to pick up the phone is probably going to be the secretary. So they'll either direct you to the property manager, or they'll tell you the property manager isn't in. So if they say that they're not in the office, then that's fine. Say, "Okay, great. What's the first name of the manager?" So that way I know who I need to talk to. So get their name. That's important. And then you also want to make sure with the secretary that you leave your business information with them. So, give them a little quick blurb, the 30-second elevator speech on who you are. So, "Okay, great. Well, just kind of let you know, I'm with, Davis Moving Company, and we're a family-owned and operated company. We have all local people. We're right down the street from you guys, like 15 minutes. And I pulled up you guys' website on Google, really was impressed with your property, and would love to be able to work with you all." Right, so that's just an easy way to go about that. And what I would tell the secretary then is, "Well, hey, why don't you go ahead and take my information down? That way you guys have it in case someone comes into the office and asks for a mover." And so that's when, I would give them the phone number I want them to call, my name, my company name. You could do email, but phone number is going to be what people want. And the reason that the secretary is really important is because they're the front line of defense in their front office. And when a tenant walks in, and let's say they're about to move out at the end of the month, their lease is up, and the tenant asks the secretary, "Hey, do you guys know any good moving companies?" You want the secretary to be like a spokesperson for you. So the very first business that they should think of is yours. That's the whole goal. And so all you have to do is just kind of be the one that you have a presence and a relationship with them, and they'll refer you, and make sure they have your number. If you get in touch with the property manager, that's an even better person to be, that's the person that really knows the business as far as the property. So they're really going to be valuable for you. I always like offering a coffee. I like to go meet them in person at their office, and I'll offer getting them a coffee. It's $2.50, $3, cheap for the investment of a relationship. And then make sure you bring some marketing materials with you, okay? So it could be, some coupon, some little kind of small coupon cards, could be your business cards, could be a flyer type material, something that they can give out to tenants when they come in. And those are important because it's something tangible. And when somebody gets and that's the concept of the business card. But when somebody gets a postcard or a flyer or something with your business logo, name, your brand recognition on there, that speaks about, who you are. And you can put, a little $25 off or 5%, 10%, whatever you're doing as like an incentive on that type of print material. So, and it can be even as simple as, you go buy some cardstock and you just print out, you design something simple and print it out. You don't have to have this crazy print marketing material. Now, it's nice to have really good print marketing, but it doesn't have to be crazy. And even if it's just a stack of business cards, that works too. So, but that's the call. And so maybe I call and they take my info down. I end up calling the next week. I get to talk to the property manager. I get to go do a site visit, make a personal connection. I get to leave some of my marketing material. Now, the next step is nurturing the relationship. So my goal then is I want to, it doesn't have to be every day or every week. It should be about once a month. And just sending a message, an email, a phone call, maybe a drop-in like visit if you're in the area, and just asking that property manager, hey, how's everything going? Is there anything I can do for you? And just that, just being there, that act of service is huge. And people really appreciate that. They'll learn that, you're a genuine person, you care. That's what business is, predicated on, is people that they can trust you. Now, here's the other part to this strategy, this referral partner strategy. The very first referral, like the first one or two moves that you do in their property, you have to do really well. Like if you have a bad customer review or experience on one of the first one or two moves in their property, you might as well say donezo with that property manager referring you again. So it's so imperative that your first move or two, you really put a lot of attention to. If you're an owner or an operations manager, general manager, you may even want to go to that job and really make sure it's being done the right way, right? And really saturate them with the customer service. And what will happen is once you do a couple moves and they go really well, even if you do a move and it doesn't go that well, if something happens, you've actually kind of built yourself a little buffer of credibility. And so it's not so bad like on the third or fourth or fifth time you're out there. Now, we never want to give bad service, but, it's the moving business. People aren't perfect. Things happen. So if, somebody makes a dent in some drywall or something, that can be fixed very easily. But if it happens on the first move, it's kind of tough because, you're already behind the 8 ball. But if you do a couple moves and they go really well, then, that's great. Another thing, you can offer the property manager, if you have a referral program, where they get an incentive for sending you leads, you can certainly do that. I don't necessarily recommend, you don't have to do that. It's kind of more work because then you're chasing all that stuff around. If you're doing gift cards or whatever. But you can certainly do that. It's an incentive for them. And yeah, so that's how I approach referral partners that are property managers or apartment complex facilities. Get on the phone, make that connection, make them aware of your company. And I'm telling you, it's going to be money coming in like you wouldn't even imagine. And once you get enough of those, it's cash flow. Cash flow. All right, guys. See you guys.